Good morning, everyone. I hope you are all having a magical day. It is Truth Teller Tuesday. So, we are going to be choosing cards from the Soul Coaching deck by Denise Lynn. And we're going to have some fun. So, I am sitting here freezing my butt off because of the air conditioning, even though it's 100-degree sauna outside. And I realized how grateful I am for air conditioning. Even though I'm sitting inside in a sweatshirt drinking hot coffee, I realized that is an amazing reason to be feeling a lot of gratitude. And that's kind of how we get the ball rolling, isn't it, in our manifestation? Instead of focusing on lack and whatnot, we can focus on all those things that we do have, and in that way call more and more and more of those good things into our life because of where we're vibrating. I'm also very grateful for my coffee. My cold brewer finally arrived after 3 agonizing days of Amazon saying it was out for delivery. So finally put me out of my misery at 9:30 last night. It finally showed up. Oh my goodness. Normally I hardly have any problems, but for some reason, maybe it's just because I wanted that thing really bad and it was totally going to make my life easier. And for some reason, I made myself struggle a little bit because of it. There's a little bit of something to make you go about, huh? Okay. Let's see what kind of truth our soul wants us to focus on today. We'll get 3 of these and use them kind of as an affirmation for the day. And I'm just going to throw them all. I think that was only 2 though. Is that it? I think that's it. And we'll take this top one too. I also wanted to say a quick welcome to those of you who are new. We are grateful you're here and love you beyond measure for joining us on our journey. And hopefully you'll find a like-minded sense of community here that will help you grow even further. We're going to go bottom to the top with these cards. And we're going to start off with silence. Ooh, and what better way to get in touch with that small, almost silent part of yourself, right? Your intuition. I'll read the affirmations all together here in a second. Abundance. Ooh, that's the best way to get into vibration with what it is you're trying to call in, huh? And simplicity. That lovely saying, keep it simple, stupid, right? Every once in a while, we overcomplicate the things that we want by going over and over and over in our head all the things that we have to do to get there, right? And sometimes the universe has a faster way, so we instead need to get into the flow, right? Okay, so our affirmation together says, I am serene no matter what is occurring around me. All my needs are met above and beyond my greatest expectation, and deep, profound serenity is expanding in my life. And it threw in our favorite saying without us even having to step into it. So the universe is definitely reminding us that, well, there's no reason to feel any sort of lack because all we want and need is met above and beyond our greatest expectation, right? And sometimes we don't get what we're expecting because we expect too little, and instead the universe takes a little bit of extra time and gives us something even better, right? How many times have you gone through something really, really awful, like a divorce or an illness of some sort, only to come out 2 years later, 3 years later, in the most epic relationship you could have ever imagined, and or running marathons after being really sick, Sometimes we have to go through a little bit of surrendering and letting go in order to make room for something even bigger. And then that way we're expanding our vibration further and further and encompassing more and more and more, which is all the universe wants to give us. More and more and more. But it would usually prefer it be something that is joyful rather than something that is unpleasant. But the choice is ours by what we're vibrating, right? So are you thinking too much about the lack of whatever it is that you want, or are you busy planning in your head what it is you want in anticipation of it actually showing up, rather than in the angst of it's never going to happen to me? Turn that frown upside down, my friends. It's another magical Tuesday. So let's get a couple cards from the Universe Has Your Back deck. And then I'm going to choose 5 divine doors. You can choose a number and get a little bit of a more personal angle, or you can just go through all the doors. The choice is yours today. And as usual, if you would like a card pulled live, please hit me up in the chat box. All right. Hummingbird is making an appearance today, so I'm not sure whose spirit animal that is, but here she is. And the reminder is the more energy and intention you bring to your faith, the more fearless and free you are to live in it, right? There it is again, keeping your abundance simple. And then practicing it in silence, or sometimes not so silent. But I do find meditation is a great time to concentrate all of that. All right, we're going to do 5 Divine Doors cards by Andres and Gracia. I love these little mini decks. And these all have a different theme and saying on the back. We're just going to pull 5. If you would like, you can choose a number or not. Or I can drop them all on the floor. Also, there is a full moon in, I believe, Aquarius, which actually this full moon and the next full moon are both in Aquarius because of where the degrees fall. So there could be a lot of things brewing under the surface right now having to do with this upcoming full moon and then the approaching new cycle too. So beware of that. Okay, our first door is this one, if you chose number 1. And it is the Patience card. It says everything soon will come to light, and then you'll see things will be all right. And it says pass it on, but we already chose more cards to go along with it. So we'll just continue. The second door is the Palmistry card. Oh, that reminds me. This is also a really good time to focus on any sort of divination learning or budding astrology practices or things like that. People are going to see a lot of their personal psychic abilities, for lack of a better term, really kind of come to the forefront over the next probably 6 weeks or so. So really hone in on your control practices and your shielding too. And palmistry. It says fortune and tarot, collective destiny, the palm lines from birth. Tell your sacred palmistry. It says listen to the notes of intuition. So there is again our moment of silence, so to speak. Our third card or door is this one, if you chose number 3. And it is the hummingbird song. So the hummingbird is making a new, or I should say another appearance. It says nectar of sweetness and joy it brings, the hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings, reminding us to focus on what brings us joy. And another, pass this card on, but we still have 2 more to go anyways. Our fourth door, or for those of you who chose number 4, is bless this space. It says your sacred space holds the soul to bear. Palo Santo or sage will clear the air. So this is a great time before this full moon to do a really, really good cleansing, not only of your person, but maybe also of your belongings and your environment too as well. We must make room for all the new approaching. And our last door, or for those of you who chose number 5, is the draw down the moon card. And we are talking about the moon coming up, aren't we? It says the forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs, find us in the wild, good night. Reminding us again to celebrate where we can. All that good, simple abundance that is coming or that you already have, so that you can make room for more that's coming too as well. Because if you don't appreciate the abundance that you already have, it's kind of hard for the universe to get in line with giving you more, right? So I think we're just going to keep it kind of short and sweet for today. And I hope all of you have an amazing rest of your day. Don't forget to make every morning magic. May favor follow you wherever you go, as does my love. Be good. Be good to yourselves and be good to each other, most of all. And I'll see all of you tomorrow morning. Same time, same bat channel. And again, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And also thank you for those of you who are contacting me about readings and consultations. Yes, I am currently available for both. You can contact me at magicministries@gmail.com or through Facebook if you know how to find me there. I'm also on Instagram at The Magic Life. And I think that's it. So I'll see all of you again tomorrow at about 10 o'clock. Bye now. Be good.